you start dancing?
2 years old.
2 years old.
Yeah.
Same.
Out the womb,
Yes. What's up, everybody? My name is Nicole Kirland, and welcome to our 11th episode of Krew KiKi. This is an unfiltered conversation between artists and friends. Today, I have someone on that you guys have been requesting a lot since literally the first episode of Krew KiKi. I'm so excited. Jade Chynoweth is with us today. All right, Jade. We have Jade here finally. Are you guys freaking happy?
Yeah.
All the comments are like, bring Jade on, bring Jade on.
I'm here.
She's finally here, motherfuckers.
Here.
Okay, so obviously you guys know who Jade is, but why don't you tell us where your Instagram is, where we can find you, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, my Instagram is jadebug98. It's actually pronounced Jadybug, but it's cool. Everyone just says Jadebug, so I just go with it.
Whoa!
I know.
Like,
it's because my dad used to call me Jadybug.
Jadybug. Okay. See, I would think it was Jadey. That's
Yeah.
like Jadybug.
I maybe should have rethought that.
But Jadebug is so
But I
cute.
was also like 11, so
Okay.
it's okay.
Yes,
and
okay.
my Twitter and my Facebook, I think, are all just Jade Chynoweth. So that was cute.
I'm gonna have to follow you on that.
I'm not that funny.
Really?
I need to work on that.
Is it like more about like stress when you're like,
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, ugh.
Twitter famous.
It's like every once a month.
Right. Okay, so our Krew brew, really simple today. What do we got?
We got some wine.
We
I
got some
red.
wine.
She got white.
I got Moscato, my favorite sweetness. Yes. Cheers for being here. Thank you for
Cheers.
being on the show.
Woo!
Love wine.
That's nice.
I feel like I'm gonna fit.
I know. We both
wine
said that.
connoisseurs. Just
We said,
yes. It has a nice
taste
little
hints
sweet.
of cherry.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's get right into this. So
Okay.
I always like to talk about how I met the people that have been on the show. And you probably don't know this, but I think we met. I'm not sure if this is like the very first time I saw you, but you came to my, this was like at the old Millennium.
Yeah.
It was the, what? Do you know that
Yes,
song?
and it was like spinning.
Yes.
And there's a lot of jumps.
Fuck,
yes.
it was with oh my God, the guy with the one eye. What's the artist with the one eye? What's his name? Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap.
Oh.
Fetty Wap. Thank you, John. Shout out to our cameraman, John. Fetty Wap, and it wasn't like Sia or something. I forgot the name of it, but I think that was the piece. And you like came to class, and I was like, oh hi, and then you were like, I'm taking. I was like, what? You know, and I was just starting to be a teacher at that point. I was like, oh my God, I have a great dancer in class. I was like so hyped. Yeah.
But then when was I'm a Beast then, technically in that timeline? Afterwards?
Shit. No, I'm a Beast might have been before that. So maybe that wasn't when we
were
met,
probably like,
yeah.
In rehearsal, and then
yeah.
we're like,
okay,
to know
yeah,
each other at class.
exactly.
Okay,
I'm a Beast though. Like I feel like there was so many people, and I was like kind of
always
shy. I was
exchanging yeah, there's so many people.
So many people. Then maybe we probably like met maybe over at what was the other studio where like Will and Janelle used to teach. No, the one that was in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard. What's it called again?
Oh, IDA.
IDA. Oh my God, IDA. I'm having like
Probably.
brain freezes for all these things, but
It's okay. It feels like another life a little
it
bit.
does. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, so long ago. So anyways, that's how me and Jade met, kind of, I guess.
Dance.
Through dance.
Brought us
Exactly. Okay, so what have you been working on lately? What's been popping? What's in Jade Bug's world?
Woo! Jade has talking in third person.
Yo, that laugh was everything.
I wheeze.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wheeze. It's a thing. It happens a lot.
Yeah, you know.
Well, actually, for me, I've been doing a lot of business, which has been
Smart.
It's smart, but
Yeah.
it's also not necessarily the thing that I love to do the most per se. But it's trying to like set myself up for life and build that foundation that I'm gonna be good for forever. You know what I mean? Rather than waiting and when I don't know how acting is gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
It's gonna work out.
But you know, you never know. So
Yeah.
I want to have my money in a bunch of different places and be smart while I'm young and be able to just be
Chill
good
when
and
you're
not
older.
worry. Yeah, I have energy now, and there's a lot
Yes.
of things I'm passionate about. So and there's like fitness and business and health and all that.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
All that jazz. Oh my God, you sound like me. That's literally what I say. I'm always like, you guys have to work harder when you're younger because you have the energy
I have
to
the
do
energy
it. Yeah.
now, and I know I do. Even
Right.
though it's annoying, I don't want to be on a business call at 10 in the morning,
Right.
but we're good.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, can I ask how old you are? Is that okay?
I'm 21.
21. Oh my God.
Hence why we have wine, because I am not very experienced.
She's like, let's just ease into
like,
this real quick.
I like wine.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Okay, so wow, that's a really, really like good mentality to have at 21 years old.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest thing for me has always been balancing like having a social life and being like working hard and being on my shit all the time.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of been raised that way. My family is very motivated, and they've always like taught me to go after everything full force and to really focus on that. And I have given up a lot of my childhood, like even school wise. So it's been something that I've always been focusing on. And now it's hard for me to actually chill and not be working.
Yeah.
Which is a little scary because I am 21 and I'm like, I don't want to go out tonight. I have to be up in the morning.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
you're like, girl, just chill. You're 21.
yeah, oh my God,
go out for one time. Yeah.
Fine.
Sacrifice to Saturday.
Yeah, so it's definitely been a balance.
Yeah. I was gonna ask a question then were you homeschooled?
Yeah, I did online school like starting in, I think it was 7th or 8th grade, but I went to normal school all the way up until then. And then 9th grade, I went to like a performing arts school that you attend for the performing arts, but then you do the school online, or they would have teachers there if you needed it.
Got it.
Allowed me to travel, which was good.
Yeah.
But I graduated a year and a half early, so that's why I didn't have to do it for free.
Okay. And where are you from?
Utah.
Utah. Okay. So you were traveling. When you say traveling a lot, were you traveling to LA a lot?
Yeah, we would drive too.
Okay.
So
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
How long is that drive?
It's 12 hours. But we do it like once or twice a week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you on that one because
that's a long time. 12 hours.
yes, and you know you gotta carpet hop, couch hop, floor
Uh-huh.
hop
Yeah.
until it
Oh
works
my
out.
God. When did you make your first trip to LA? How old?
My first trip that kind of like started my career and interest was probably when I was like 10, but I'd been once before when I was like 9, but like that was just like passing through convention and
when did you start dancing?
2 years old.
2 years old.
Yeah,
Same.
out the womb.
Yes. You started what, with like ballet and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wouldn't even let us do hip hop until we were 10 because
it just wasn't.
It's Utah.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. It's like, where is there?
Which sucks because I should be good at ballroom.
Oh.
But I'm not because I never went to that studio.
You could do it.
Yeah,
She could
I'm
start
gonna do
anything
it.
right now
I'm gonna
and
do
it.
bachata first.
Yes, I love that.
I know.
I could easily. Oh my God, I would love to see you do some like salsa, some
I
ballroom.
would be so happy. I just need to get a partner and
You know her face too. You guys know her face when she look at the camera. I could just see that like step out.
Intense.
Yes. Oh my God, I see
That's
it.
Jade. Jade comes out when Jade.
Yeah, Jade.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Jade.
Who's
That's
Jade? Yes.
Jade's always like.
Jade is like the sensual, like, yes, I'm here for it.
Hey.
Okay, some hardships that you've wanted to talk about. I have here is overcoming depression and self-doubt. We talked about juggling family, friends, and career.
Right.
But yeah, will you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know, like everybody sees things on social media. You're such a successful dancer. I mean, it's just insane. Any teacher that you talk to, it's just like Jade. Like you go into any class and you really like you just embody a character so well, and you handle yourself so well under pressure. Like, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But so it's probably a shock to it's always a shock to hear someone that is so successful and so confident on social media on the outside, and then they deal with these inner things. So we would probably love to hear.
Well, I think what kind of goes hand in hand with that is like with success comes a lot of hate. And I've always been somebody that I feel like my purpose and my message is going to appeal to the masses, but it will be really hard for me to have personal relationships. And it's always been the case for me. And I think I like kind of hit a point in my life where a lot of like relationships in my life just went to crap. And I had to like rethink, like, am I doing anything wrong? And there's something that like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I know I'm a great person. And I focus on it. And I try to be that person all the time. I don't let a lot of people in, but I'm never going to be mean or straight up mean. But once I do, I like do everything for them. And it's never really matched. Yeah. And I think it's just hard, being in the public eye all the time. Like, not even on that level, but like, do you know what I mean? Just always feeling like I've set the bar for myself, and now I have to surpass it 24/7. I'm focusing on money and bills at a very young age. I have people that aren't supporting me or shady, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like a whole point in my life where I had to like reestablish myself and figure out who I was again. And especially I think everyone goes through it, but no one just really talks about it. And I'm a very honest person. And a lot of my depression came from internalizing. So I'm very vocal about everything now because I'm not going through that again.
Good.
Refuse, you know what I mean?
Good.
So but of course you have those days where you're just like, I'm not here today. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not my day, but it's something that I've been able to function and handle a lot better now. It's a lot quicker. I'm in a good headspace, if that makes sense. And I feel like I know a lot more about myself and I can handle other situations a lot better. But it's something that you constantly deal with. And I think everyone does. Everyone has demons in their head, and everyone's little internal voice makes every situation way worse than it is, or tells you you're worse than you are. And I'm my worst critic too. So when I have other people critiquing me, it gets a lot because I'm like, I'm already doing that.
God,
like, you didn't need to do that. So it's trying to like find like that balance of being hard on myself, but like still giving myself enough leeway, but also like I don't want to lose my edge because that is something that has gotten me to where I am.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. It's something I'm still figuring out.
I think that's the hard thing about being such, like, I don't want to say perfectionist, but also like just being really hard on yourself. Like you see greatness. I feel like because you're hard on yourself, you hold yourself to a high standard, like you said, and you see greatness and you see it shine through. Maybe not all the time, but it gets you to where you need to be. But with that comes such almost like a self-negative talk that's just, it wasn't good enough. I need to do better. What did I do wrong? And it like tears you up when you feel like you're not doing your best. And
especially when I've been like in terms of like friendships and relationships, I'm the common denominator. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
right.
Am I doing something wrong? And I just had to realize that if anything, I had to higher my standards. Yeah. Because I had high standards, but I would settle. And I think because I've never really felt, this is like really deep. Yeah. I've never really felt like super needed by people. I attach myself to people that need me, and then eventually they don't. So
they use you for the season.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just kind of like, oh. And it's just always been one of those things where, like, I'm always that person that, like, will intimidate people or make them feel like they're not doing, but without me even saying anything. Yeah. And it's not something I can help. So it's one of those things that I know, like, I'm not going to have a ton of people, like, that are always going to be right there with me. But the people that are going to be so amazing because I do hold myself to a standard, which low-key holds everyone else to a standard. But I'll never judge anybody for not being there, but they kind of do it to themselves. Yeah. And I've done a lot of thinking about this.
Yeah, I can tell.
I refuse to, like, let myself think that I'm a bad person for not doing anything wrong, for being successful. So
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a lot. I feel like I went on a journey with you.
You know, we go on journeys.
No, I love it, though. So,
girl! I'm sorry, I had to choke real quick.
No, it's okay. I got you. It's the wine and it's the talking. But okay, I was
gonna joke about Corona, but I'm not going to.
Oh, don't do that.
I blame everything on coronavirus. I'm this went bad. Coronavirus.
It's because of the virus. I have a question for you. While you were doing all this like self-evaluation, relationships and all this, are there things that you do now when you're feeling down, when you're feeling bad, that you do to like kind of get yourself out of that, or to like kind of recalibrate yourself to be like, all right, I know I'm having a bad day, let me do this, and now I feel better the next day? Are there things like little tricks that you do?
Honestly, I kind of just break down the whole situation and I hold myself to like, how did I handle this? Did I handle it correctly? Did I do everything I could have? Yeah. Then that's all I can do. Right. Because I only have control over me, and I've had to realize that. And I'm very strong personality, but also very vulnerable and sensitive at the same time. So I've had to realize, as long as I'm like meeting the standards that I've set for myself as a person and treating people well, and if I don't get the same back, it's not my fault. It has nothing to do with me because I've done everything that I could. Right. And also like meditating, praying, taking days for myself. At this point, I'm like very pro myself. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that. Yeah. And I'm being vocal really helps me as well, because I do have a lot of opinions, but I internalize a lot of them because I don't want to step on toes. But when something does bother me, it's better for me just to confront it then in a nice way, of course. But like, confronting my problems and facing them head on and really doing the evaluation rather than just sitting there and sulking.
Yeah.
But I do allow myself to feel too, because that's super important. Because if I just hold it in, I'm like, I'm good.
It's going to come out later.
A way worse way. So
right.
I let myself feel out. I have crying sessions every once in a while. I come out, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, you feel better, right? Where's the coffee?
Yeah.
I love should be on a shirt. Where's the coffee?
Where's the coffee? And it should be like a girl.
It's like, yes, a girl. I'm just gonna. It's like a picture of you.
Just like, where's the coffee?
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for, saying that and sharing that, because again, a lot of people don't kind of see those parts of human beings.
Right. And I think it is important too, because people do put us at like standards, because people only know us from social media. Yeah. Which, sorry, you guys don't really know me. Like I
those
love
are
you
planned.
and I appreciate the support so much, but we don't really know anybody through social media, especially since we only show highlights of our lives.
Completely. You don't
and
show
I
the
try
low
to keep
parts.
it real, and I've never like tried to like conform to social media standards, but I do like to have these opportunities, to be honest, so that people might not feel like they're crazy, because I felt like I was for a second, and then people are like, no, Jade, I've been through that too. And I was like, what?
Well, that's another thing. Yeah, you start to hear.
I said, good, I'm not.
Right.
We're good. I'm
With
not
that,
too
you think you're
emotional.
alone sometimes.
Yes. It's very lonely out here.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Of course. Honesty is the best policy.